Hey there everyone, Lisa wanted me to record a video of funny voiceover, but I hope she's not upset about this, but I'm going to go a different route. I want to explain this, what I call the horse conspiracy. Horses are dangerous animals and most people don't realize that, and I'll explain why in a bit. But as you can see, look at her here. This is something they don't tell you a lot about, but she's keeping her distance away from those horses. And see, her horse has no sign language, so she's kind of telling him, come out, but stay away from me, don't hurt me. So you can see that he's coming out right now. Now, horses were first invented by the jungle Vikings of Lithuania in like the 1300s. And these horses back then used to eat lions and bears. They changed in about the 1600s. They started feeding them grass instead of animals because it was a lot safer. In the 1300s, the Vikings would use these horses to protect their villages, but in the 1600s, 1500s, they went to England and they didn't need them because they had guns at that point. So that's just the beginning of this. And you can Google all this. Just Google jungle Viking horses. Now, what she's doing here, it looks like she's getting ready to clean them and make them all pretty and all that, but this is for her own safety. But again, these YouTubers are not going to tell you this stuff. They do their videos and make you think that horses are nice and gentle and domesticated, but the truth is they're really not. Take this video clip for example. You can see this horse sitting here looking all nice and docile, right? But if you really understand what he's doing with his foot right there, you understand how dangerous this really is. Now, to give you an idea, you can't hear this in normal speed going forward, but if I play this backwards, listen to what happens.
Come closer so I can eat you.
Did you hear that? That's insane stuff, right? So all of this horse conspiracy theory, I'm telling you, this is real stuff. And like I said, true story, you can Google it. Okay, now this video, this clip right here, most of you will think that she's cleaning her horses and getting her horses pretty and all that, but that's not the case. Anybody who has researched this horse conspiracy theory knows that what she's spraying on the horse right now is the horse version of Prozac, basically. It keeps them tame and docile so the horse doesn't just freak out on her. Now what she's doing is spraying this horse. See how she put her hand to his mouth? That's to test and make sure he's not going to bite her. So she sprays this stuff on the horse first. It gets it nice and relaxed, kind of numbs him up, basically. And then she'll take and she'll wipe it and make sure it really soaks into the horse. Now, these people that do these videos, these horse videos and stuff, and this could be you too, they're never going to tell you this stuff. They're going to tell you they're brushing their pony, they're trying to get the dirt off, but that just doesn't make any sense to me because I know this stuff. Like I said, you can Google this. This is a true story. So what she does is she makes sure that all of this stuff is soaked in really well because she doesn't want to get bucked around or she doesn't want to get eaten by the horse. So she's got to make sure that they're as calm as possible. Now you can see the other horse there. There's two of them, and that guy's locked up because you see how he pins his ears back? That means he wants to eat her. So she's being really careful that that doesn't happen.
Soccer bopper, more fun than a pillow fight.
Okay, so here's another example of some of the things that horse owners will tell you that's just not true. This one right here, she's grabbing this tool that they say is to clean their hooves out. We'll wait for her to grab this tool right here in a second. She's going to take off now. So what she's doing right here is grabbing this tool that the horse owners say that is cleaning out their hooves. But what they're doing, they are cleaning it out. But what she's doing is cleaning out the jumping material from the hoof. This stuff is what makes the horse aggressive and it makes it buck and all that. So if you take this stuff out of their hooves, they can't do that anymore. It's basically like a magnet. This stuff is covering up the magnet that keeps them to the ground. So what she's doing is removing all of that stuff just to make riding a horse a little bit more safe. But like I said, with this horse conspiracy, these horse owners are not going to tell you that stuff. They're going to tell you they're just cleaning out the dirt and, you know, the other stuff in their hooves. But I know, and now you know that that's not true. All you have to do is Google it. You'll find out for yourself. Now, on a side note, there you'll see that there's only 2 horses here. And there's a reason for that. That's because horses are pack animals. And if you have, and I'll explain what I mean by that, they're herd animals. If you have more than 2 horses, say you have 3 or 4 horses, those horses will gang up on each other and kill the other horse until there's only 2 left. So if you have 4, 3 of them will gang up on one, and then you have 3 left, and they'll keep doing that until there's only 2 horses left. So most horse owners, you'll see some videos where they have a bunch of horses or whatever, but that's only in the beginning. Eventually, their videos are going to look like this. And all you have to do is watch their videos, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Most of the time, it's only 2 horses, and if it's more than that, then it's rigged. The game is up. Now, this stuff right here looks like lotion, and it looks kind of like Lisa has the same socks as the horse. They're trying to match. But this is also another kind of chemical stuff that you put on a horse to make it relax a little bit so it doesn't bite her. You can see she can walk right under there, touch his feet and all that, and he's basically not doing anything because he's on like horse sedatives, basically is what this stuff is, and it soaks into the skin and just makes him really relaxed. Then you can see the other horse right there that doesn't have this stuff is a little bit more perky, a little bit more, he wants to eat her basically. So you can tell that this is really what's going on in this. Like, she might say that it glosses him up or it does whatever, but we know what the real story is.